Hey guys, it's Riley here coming back at you with another video, and this time we're going to take on Gladio's Lufenia event, and I got a little treat for you guys because I was so happy when he came out, I was so happy when he was announced, that I was actually able to do this. I know you guys, when you watch me, I know you guys know that I always do it first before I go ahead and record it because I just want to make sure the team works before I go ahead and do it. So when I first did Lufenia, I did use Gao and I did use Vayne and Gladio, just to kind of get a feel for what Gladio does and what his debuffs do and how it kind of works with his mechanics and stuff, especially within the fight. So I went back in, and I went back in with a full Final Fantasy 15 team. The boys are back in town, guys, and I am excited! I don't have Prompto, which I'm not mad at that. He's like my least favorite 15 character. So with that being said, I did go back in with a full 15 team, and I've noticed a couple things that were kind of like wishy-washy with it, if I'm being honest. There's nothing bad with it. Noctis was definitely dealing out massive damage, and so was Gladio. Ignis was just kind of here because he's Ignis, and he's always going to be here. He's always on the Final Fantasy 15. It doesn't matter who's on it. But we are going to need a specific friend to kind of amp up the damage during the end, and that's going to be a Kuja friend. And that's only because I'm going to be using Kuja during summon, and he's more of like a kamikaze friend unit right now. And the reason what I mean by that is we'll go more in detail when I actually use it in the video, but Kuja's just here to lay down damage and leave as soon as he can. So he's not really here to stay his full 5 turns. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. The artifacts that I have on Gladio are not honestly good, but they're kind of like the good enough artifacts that I stopped farming because I was like, okay, I got 3 108s, I'm good. I don't need to do any more. And I gave him his own sphere as well as Rose's sphere, and the reason why I gave him Rose's sphere is because he does an HP regen and he breaks literally constantly, and he's always countering with his LD. So I figured why not just give him big HP regens. I figured that made sense to me. And I only gave him Agris's, like, you know, Walmart A sphere because I really didn't know what A sphere to put on him. So that's all I got for him. And his own sphere is actually really good for a B sphere. It's every time he takes HP damage, he raises the party's attack by 2% 5 times. So it's a 10% attack increase for the whole party, which is honestly pretty sick for a B sphere. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. This boss fight is actually pretty interesting. The counters on the this Lufenia stage in particular, we can't decrease them in any way, or increase the count in any way. They always decrease. So it's kind of like letting us know that we need to have some type of counter or tank setup to kind of tank the blows, because they're always single target. They're not like an AoE Lufenia buster on your team or anything like that. I'm actually gonna C65 here and get his LD buff up. I know Ignis is pretty much like the worst when it comes to warp because he kind of wastes the turns, but I'm not really worried about Ignis wasting any turns. He's just kind of here for the support and for his ore buffs, of course. Now, when I first did this, I was actually using his debuff evasion stance, but they never did a single debuff on me, and on the Chaos stage they did, so I was kind of confused. So hopefully, now that I said that, I'm probably going to get debuffed up to, you know, wazoo over here, but I was going to say a curse word, but I'm not going to start cursing on my channel now. Need to hold it back in. Let's see, am I going to, no, let's do this. AP plus pack A, just like, you know, get the warps going. And Gladio's LD, you know what? The only thing I have to say about it is it's not bad. It's not the best LD, but it's not bad. I honestly wish if they were going to make it 3 turns, because that's how long the counters last for him. If they were going to make it 3 turns, I really wish they would have made the LD then a 4, like PP, whatever we call them here. Just so, because I feel like 3, you're just kind of like using it, of course, when you need it. And then it just, you know, after that, it's like, you know, now what? Because you've already used all 3 of them. So I feel like if they were going to make it a short, you know, quick 3-turn counter for Gladio, then I think they should have gave it a +2 skill count versus just the 3. but that's just my personal opinion. I mean, when he counters, he does an attack and defense debuff, which is framed, and then his S2 does an int brave, so he's kind of like a debuff tank support character, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but it makes sense to me, so I'm saying it. I'm so happy to be using like a full Final Fantasy 15 with the boys. Like, oh my gosh, this is like, I'm geeking out right now. Final Fantasy 13, as you know, is my all-time favorite game. Like, nothing will top that. But when I first played 15, that was just my Soul's Discord. When we know he did an awesome video, so shout out to you, Soul. Final Fantasy 15 is like a close second for me. 7 and 15 are like neck and neck with my close favorites when it comes to second place. Just because Ignis, I love Ignis. He was probably the most annoying character in the game every time he said, like, you know, I found a new recipe or whatever the heck he says. I'm not trying to like memorize it because then it will just be like an earworm in my ear, and I don't want that. So I'm glad I forgot it. I'm just debating on like who I want to attack. Because I think, honestly, I think I might just use Shooting Star. Whoops. Hopefully you guys have been able to clear this fight. This was a little more on the harder side, I will say that, compared to the other Lufenias that we've gotten so far. This one's a little more on the difficult side. It's not too difficult, but it's definitely there. It's definitely up there. So, you know, now I guess that Square Enix knows that we're getting more of a diverse roster when it comes to the LD era and the Burst era. I guess they're knowing to kind of up the ante on the Lufenia fights here. I think I'm just gonna S2. Not really sure what else to do besides S2 or HP plus. And I completely forgot that he still has Warp on, so, well, that kind of worked out because I attacked A. Okay, we'll just HP plus. Not much else to do with Ignis until he runs out of his buffs. And yeah, we'll just do this. And Gladio, by the way, too, like, literally batteries with every single ability that he has, including his HP plus. So, yeah, I guess we'll just HP plus here. There was, like, some sick launches that I was doing off camera with Gladio and Ignis, or Gladio, excuse me, and Noctis. Just from the sheer fact that he batteries with every single skill. Which honestly is nice. Like, I don't think we've had a tank that has that, you know, what word am I looking for? Just has those abilities to really help the party out. Like for example, Wool, he batteries, of course, with every single skill, besides his Brave and his HP plus. But he's basically there just to kind of, you know, help the party get up there, you know, do the damage, where Gladio's here to actually kind of help the party sustain the damage, if that makes sense. See here. I think I might just HP plus, just save skills for the latter half of the fight. Okay, see, so now that he has a Lufenia counter on, that's just gonna go down, and as soon as it goes down, whoever he's targeting, probably Ignis at the time, because they love targeting Ignis, they're just gonna do a single target HP attack. So by that time, we'll have the LD up, so you won't have to worry about that. But that's just what that counter does. So don't worry about, like, if you're, you know, in here and then you're like, you know, Riley, the counter's not going down, I don't know what to do. It's supposed to. There's no way to increase the count on that, unfortunately. Although I don't like the whole 2-turn countdown, decrease count. That kind of sucks. Let's see, I think, yeah, we're just gonna Shooting Star just to lay down some AoE damage, because I want to really try to kill these guys at the same time, or just about roughly the same time. I don't want to leave one kind of hanging there on the cliff. Alright, let's see, we'll just replenish this fast one, since Ignis loves eating buffs. Hopefully you guys have been able to pull Ignis. I keep saying Ignis, but he's my favorite character in 15, so but I hope you guys were able to get everything you wanted from Gladio. On the free pull, I actually pulled, I took a screenshot of it and I posted it up on the Discord. I actually pulled triple EX on the free banner. I was literally screaming. I pulled Sabin EX, which, you know, whatever, it's Sabin. I pulled Vaynex, which is exactly what I want. If that was a consolation prize of like the banner just said, you know what, Riley, we're not going to give you anything Gladio. I was so happy that I got Vaynex because I've been like dying to build him for the longest time. For the longest time, I've been dying to build Vayne, and I've always like gimped out on everything that he was on. And I'm so glad that I was able to actually get him. As soon as I got Vaynex, I immediately 3-3'd him. There was no question about it because he is amazing. But yeah, I got Gladio ZX on the +1, so I was like, oh my god, yes! And then I gave it literally 5 tickets. 5 tickets after that free pull. I pulled the LD, so I was in heaven. I was in absolute heaven. And then I, of course, got his 15 from the event, and then I had enough tokens to token his 35, so I was completely done. I was so stoked. I was like, thank you, because after the mess that was Gao, because unfortunately, even though I told myself I was not going to pull, I ended up pulling on Gao's banner, and needless to say, I obviously got nothing from it. So I'm glad that Gladio was able to help me out and put me back up on the resources count, because as you can tell from my gems, they're struggling right now. Okay, so he's gonna actually... I mean, Gladio's gonna tank it, so does it really matter what I do? Because as you can see, I'm trying to think of like I should use another S2 just to get the EX back up. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? My first run through with this, Ignis rarely used any of his skills, so I was being very fruitful with him. So I'll just be more aggressive, I guess, and then we'll just go to Gladio. I don't want to LD just yet, because I'm waiting for their gauges to fill to red, and then I'll use his LD. So right now I'm just kind of chilling. Yeah, let's just get him broken, or not. We just won't break him at all. Oh, he doesn't even have the warp buff, so that's unfortunate. Hopefully this breaks the splash. Or, nope. Dang, he just doesn't want to break, I guess, guys. Okay. We do puny damage over here, I suppose. Yeah. Hopefully that was Gladio ZX that I just heard pop. And... oh, that was Macros's. Well, this should break. If not, I'll be very upset. Okay, good. If that wasn't gonna break, I would have been like, what the heck, Macros? I should be embarrassed. Alright. Oh, sweet, it was. Okay. I really love the animation for Gladio ZX. Like, this is a treat if you haven't seen it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for an EX, I have to say. Like, where did the second one come from? That's so good. That is so clean. That is so clean. Oh no, I lost Agrius's Walmart sphere. However will I get it back? Okay, so, I'm thinking if I want to LD here, but I have a free skill, so might as well use it. Because I definitely don't, I can just break A, so that way Gladio goes first. And then he's gonna break knock it. Oh no, okay. I keep forgetting he, shields them by jumping in front. So, I'm not complaining, I just keep forgetting. Yeah, we'll just LD. This is the perfect time because they have their gauges filled, so I'm not going to take any damage, and Gladio's going to counter, so it's a win-win. I love seeing 0 damage. See, and that debuff that he put on them is the attack and defense down. I think it's like 40% if I'm not mistaken. Is that... I think that's... I want to say that's his skill 1. I think so. Let's do it. Is it? Nope, nope. I think that's the the cover. One of these days I'll be able to read what this game says. Let's see, they lost their warp, so I really wish LD applied warp. That would be nice. Because if I have to pop another S1. Might as well. I'm not gonna take any damage, so yeah, might as well do it. Okay, oh, we gotta replenish food. We gotta cook a meal. It's a meal. Oh sweet, we got yes. Awesome. Well, I don't want to use it, and the reason why is because if I use Overwhelm now, it's gonna push both Noctis and Gladio up regardless of who I pick, and then Gladio's gonna lose another turn on his counter, on his LD buff, so I actually don't want to Overwhelm here. So I'm just gonna do an HP plus, and we'll leave it the way it is. We'll Overwhelm next. But I don't want to push up Gladio and waste even more turns on his counter, because it's honestly too good to be using too much of it. See, now he can counter and keep the extra third turn on his turn versus being pushed up, and he would have been on 2 right now. So let's see, we'll just apply. I think we lost it on Ignis, so we'll just apply it. Yeah, okay, cool. And now we will Overwhelm, so we'll actually attack this one, and we'll push Noctis up. And I know, like, the concept is still the same because I still pushed him up, but I'd rather have kept him back there just for that instance. And we'll just EX this one. I think we'll just HP plus. So, yeah, we'll just HP plus. Those batteries are like ridiculous. Oh my gosh. When I was using Gao in the original Lufenia one that I did, those two actually work really well together because Gao counters and so does Gladio at the same time. So you're just countering like these bosses like every second pretty much. It looks like we're getting to the latter half of the fight, which is nice. Oh, I was gonna say they didn't cleanse, did they? But they didn't, so we're good. We're good. Do I want to S2? Yeah, just S2. Okay, and then he lost his counters, which is fine. I feel like I'm using way too much of the S1. But, yeah, well, I think they're gonna get the Lufenia counter. They're gonna get it? Yep, okay. No problem. I'm not worried about that. I wanted a C65, but I've only got one left, so I'm gonna save it. It's gonna be a little baby launch here. And let's see. Oh, I guess we'll keep attacking B. Oh no, I already used the 2, so yeah, I might as well. I'm being a little overly aggressive on this particular fight, but that's fine. Noctis is gonna burst anyway, so he's always got those extra skills in burst mode. I'm not really too worried. He's gonna take a break here. I'm not gonna save him from the break. It's kind of pointless to break attack just to save the break. Oh, well, who takes a break when you can just have quick feet, right? Well, that actually worked out pretty well. Alright, so this is kind of weird. Because he's gonna do a single target. Gladio's gonna tank it, but he's gonna do Lufenia counter. This one has the red gauge though, and this one doesn't. And that is a little unfortunate, to be honest. Because I'd rather have them both have the gauge filled at the same time. But that's okay. Excuse me, that's okay. Ignis is gonna break again. It's interesting. I never really break with him, so it's nice that I get to do so sometimes, just for the bonus. Well, let's see, B's doing another all attack, Jesus. I feel like this one I feel like I broke B like so many times, but he's like still next. It's interesting. Okay, we're gonna be summoning pretty soon here, and I'll show you what I mean about Kuja being more of like a kamikaze unit. I probably should EX here, but I'm actually gonna LD just because I don't want Gladio to die. Excuse me. And that actually worked out too, because they both had their gauges filled, so perfect. So yeah, we'll LD here. Perfect timing for it. Low key, I really wish after he popped his LD, Gladio killed himself, but maybe that just would have been too strong. Okay, did I lose food? Yeah, I lost food. Okay, my bad. My bad. I wonder if the overflows, like count up with each other, or if they just kind of... Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Gladio's 10 stats give him, what, 40%? 30% overflow? Something like that? Okay, I think we'll wait. I want to wait until, their red gauges go off. I guess they're, oh shoot, I don't know Gladio was... Oh, well, I can get 250 anyway. I didn't want to lose another turn with the counter, but... Oh well. That animation is so clean! Ugh! And they both got their counters, which is perfectly fine. Okay. And I'm actually replacing Noctis with Kuja as well. Because, I definitely want to keep Ignis for his auras. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna... I want to say HP attack. Yeah, just HP attack. Okay. So we're gonna do it now. And I'm actually gonna ring holy, and the reason why I'm ring holying is because I want them to be weak to holy before I pop the LD to do more damage. That is why I did that. And we'll pop this C65 just to have the extra brave going into summon. And I think that's his food buff. Right? Yeah, I don't know what the other one was. Oh shoot. Ah! Woo! Oh my god. Wow! Oh man. Oh my god. Can you imagine if that went south? Like, game over. Game over, bro. Jeez, pay attention, Riley. Pay attention. Oh, man. I'm sweating now because I literally cringed so hard. So hard I cringed just now. Alright, we're gonna push. We're gonna push Kuja up. Jeez. Well, now I know I need to replenish the S1 on Gladio for Noctis. Alright. Man, oh man. We're gonna S1 so we can never have that happen again. Alright, yeah, we'll just spam LD. Spam LD. I'm just supposed to. Kuja. Urgency can use food. Put that back up here, and then we'll burst, I guess, with Kuja. So much better. So much better. Can you imagine if, like, the friend units gave you the 5 turns in burst mode when you activated it, and, like, it didn't go against the friend count? Like, that would be so broken. So, like, I just want that to happen. I just want a glitch for that to happen in the game, just so we can enjoy it. Just to enjoy it. And then they can take it away. I think we might LD here. Yeah, we'll LD. And what I meant by Kuja being a kamikaze unit is because if everything was going the way it should have been going, Kuja was just going to do the 3 LDs, his burst, and then he would actually get targeted for an attack and then just die because I wasn't going to replenish the S1. But as you can see, Ignis almost died, which would have been a whole turn just white. So yeah, that's why... That's what I meant by Kuja being the kamikaze unit, because he's just here to lay down damage. I'm not here to really protect him. And... oh sweet, we got EX. Yeah, we'll attack this one just to lower that grade. I don't think I'm gonna break. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Because he took away the weakness to Holy and cleansed it. Gonna get a little baby launch here. And will the counter still up? Oh yeah, sweet. Okay, cool. And Kuja's gonna go away, and then we're actually immediately going to burst now with Noctis. I wish there was a way for, like, the enchant to still remain even though Kuja's gone, but again, that'd probably be way too broken. I kinda wanna EX him, or I kinda wanna just C65. But, I think that'll be a little overkill, to be honest. We'll just do the skills and then get out of burst mode. I'm pretty sure one of them are gonna die here with the shooting star. Pretty sure. Maybe? Maybe? Oh. Guess not. Alright, we'll attack this one. Excuse me. This thing is so good. So good! Although I do prefer Ardens, but this is good. Low-key, I really wish that Noctis would splash damage on his burst. Square Enix, make it happen. Is this one just dead now? Please tell me he's just dead, right? Like, he's not gonna do this. What? What? Where's the HP? What does he have? 1 left? Does he have 1 HP left? What kind of garbage is that? Okay, well, whatever. Alright, guys. That is the whole fight with a complete Final Fantasy 15 team. Oh, and there's the fanfare. I really wish that Gladio's C65 was him eating a cup noodle, but maybe that's in 2021. 2020 is just regular stuff. Can't have cup noodle daddy yet. Alright guys, and that's what it is. It's not that hard if you pulled, I guess. But if you didn't, if you have wool, you should honestly be perfectly fine if you have wool. You don't really need to pull for Gladio if you have tanks already lined up and ready to go. But other than that, I'm so happy I was able to actually do a whole Final Fantasy 15 for you guys. Again, the boys are back in town and I'm loving it. I'm loving every second of it. So with that being said, hope you guys have a good day and catch you guys later. See ya!